Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we are playing Niv Yorion. So we're playing Niv Reborn with Yorion here. So an 80 card deck. We have to have it be 80 cards because we're playing Yorion, which that's the requirement for the companion cost, is it has to have at least 20 cards more than a minimum deck size, which typically is 60, so now it's 80. We could go up higher if we wanted to, and I've been wanting to build like a 100 card deck just for the fun of it, but we'll see. But when Yorion enters the battlefield, exile any number of non-land permanents you own and control. Return those cards to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step. So basically, we get to if we ever get to blink Emisizzle Reborn, it's like a draw 5 card. You know, it's a flying 6/6 that draws us 5 for 5 mana. And so when it enters the battlefield, you guys know what this does. We get to grab cards for each color pair. So each color pair is like blue green. Or blue black Ingress Rampage, black red. Sorry, I'm having a hard time speaking right. But basically, we get to dig how far deep? Top 10 cards. And we get to grab 80 card of those, that is, as long as it's only one of each of the different color pairs. So we can potentially grab up to 10 cards. So typically this is drawing like 4 to 6. Or sometimes you whiff. I have had it whiff like 1 time with me, but typically 2 to 6 cards is basically what you're drawing with this. And that's really, really good. In case you didn't know, 5 mana 6/6 flying that also draws you lots of cards is really good. The biggest downside is that it costs every single color, and that's not very easy to do. But we have lots of ways to kind of play around it, do everything. We have all of our triomes in this deck, which is really, really good. And then we have an extra card in hand that's pretty easy to cast that can just kind of protect us while we're getting to Niv Mizzet if we don't have the chance to blink it and do other stuff. Otherwise, a lot of just really good blinking stuff. All of our planeswalkers, so Teferi, our Vraska, our the different Vraskas here, and Tamiyo, all of those just come down, and like if they get blinked, they get to reset their loyalty and so we can use them. Yorion, blink them, bring them back, have full loyalty again for the next turn. Pretty good stuff. Artress gets a blink and draws us a few cards. Uro, we don't really want to blink it because it sacrifices itself, but sometimes it's just maybe we just need those extra 3 life and a card draw there. And then just a bunch of spells in the early game. Casualties of War on top. Golos to help us kind of fix our mana as well, so that we can grab these different triomes that we need to then be able to cast into Mizzet, that kind of stuff. Anyway, so that's the deck. Let's go ahead and jump into it, see how it does for us, and yeah, wish me luck. All right, up against Bag Balmer. Bring it on, Bag Balmer. We're gonna keep this. We get Thought Erasure on turn 2. Let's see, what colors do we have here? Green, blue, red, and then blue, black. I think we actually want white mana down, just in case. Because we have Justice Strike, Deafening Clarion. We don't actually get to play either of these without the other stuff as well, but, whatever. All right, 10th Street Dodger. Thought Erasure, probably not the best to shock ourselves here. We might go more for Deafening Clarion now, so let's go ahead and get out another Triome. Pass the turn. I'd almost rather, get a Deafening Clarion and then Thought Erasure on the next turn to still the one big thing that they're holding up, like a Ember Cleave or something like that. Okay, Fervent Champion. All right, do we shock ourselves and Deafening Clarion now, and then we could maybe bring it back with Tamiyo? I could Thought Erasure, try to hit something good, and then wait one more turn. How much do we lose if we wait a turn here? Probably not too much. We could also hold up Justice Strike, kill the Grim Initiate. Let's see what we can get here. Cavalcade of Calamity. We can deal with Torbrand on a later turn, so let's get rid of the Cavalcade of Calamity. Another Thought Erasure for the Torbrand. That could be good. It's not really what we're trying to do with this deck, though. We can go digging for stuff with Tamiyo as well. So, I mean, that is a good turn 4 play. Although Tamiyo's probably better. Alright, Grim Initiate. Yeah, they do get to keep 2/2 out in the battlefield after we Deafening Clarion. Which then Justice Strike can be played. And so then we actually have Thought Erasure and the Justice Strike. So let's make sure we can play everything. Get out a different Triome. Deafening Clarion. Always choose both sides. There's never really a reason not to, unless they can steal stuff at instant speed. Ooh, it's a fairy, steal your stuff at instant speed. That could be a fun deck. I mean, you don't get to swing with it, but like all the different like claim the first boards, things like that could be interesting. That could be a good like control type of deck, I guess. All right, down to 10. Yep. Justice Strike also does kill Torbrand because it'll deal itself a little bit more damage. All right, get out the Triomes. God Erasure. Take Torbrand to the graveyard. Now we just want other stuff. Sorry, my window is open. Getting some sound from there. And pass the turn. So we have Justice Strike for this dude. We'll take one, that's fine. Yeah, down to 9, and now Yorion should be able to come out and be really... I mean, we'll probably go for Tamiyo to get, like, Deafening Clarion back. Casualties of War seems really good as well. Get to destroy their land. Alright, so that's probably the better play. So let's just get down Triumph. Get down a big blocker. Yeah, we don't blink anything, but we get Casualties of War for the next turn. Kill a creature, kill a land. And if they get to play anything else out here, should be pretty good. Alright, Fervent Champion. Yep. Okay, kill, I guess it doesn't really matter. We want them to not go wide. Oh my gosh, okay, another Casualties of War. This is just brutal. Alright, land and creature. So target creature. We'll go for the other Grim Initiate. We have plenty of blockers. Hit the untapped land. This should just be the concession. I mean, we are down to 7, and we've not really shown... I mean, like, so we could still hit some good things here. So, no attacks. We do need to start gaining life, gaining other things. Deafening Clarion back from the graveyard should finish it off, though. We need one more untapped land to be able to play that as well. They have 2 damage to go to face. Yeah, I would hold up for them here. I think we have to Casualties of War to shut him down again. Next turn we can Tamiyo, gain 4 life. Honestly, maybe hitting Fervent Champion would have been better. Probably shocks our face. Yeah, I'm fine, because I mean, if they do find Cavalcade of Calamity, it's really annoying for us. No attacks, pass the turn. Yeah, we'll go Emisizzle over Tamiyo here. We can still find ways to gain life here. There we go. All right. Oh, yeah, we had a lot of good things there. Uro helps us gain life. Yeah, yep. All right, this looks like a pretty decent hand. I mean, we only have Ingress Rampage, but actually we don't have it. We don't have the black mana. So I guess we can't play anything. So Mulligan? I like having lots of colors, but not being able to play things is rough. That is the one issue with this, is like we basically have to be able to keep something to play things, but I mean, we keep a hand with Emisizzle. Hope that we can get to Artress. We do have all of the colors with our 2 Triomes. Alright, they're playing a little bit of a slower game as well, so that helps. Legal Passage for untap Artress neck on turn 4. Okay. Get more Triomes. Triome. And I think we're just looking for lands. That's basically all that we hope for with Artress. Fairy, okay.
Trust me, you'll thank me later. This Might be a bad idea.
I guess since we're looking for lands, we can go ahead and shock ourselves this turn. We have Emisizzle for the next turn now. I mean, we had it anyway, but... This is a deck that also runs Second Clarions, yeah, so... Hit the lands, we will definitely take those. Alright, I do have to make sure that we can actually play Emisizzle here. So let's see here. Blue, so these have blue, black, green. So green, blue, black, white, and red are the ones that we have to have. So I actually do need to find either red or white mana here with Fateful Passage.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
We don't get to draw cards, but we get to put things into our hand here. All of these actually dodge the discard. They have Banishing Light. We can just slow them down. I mean, Fire's Invention, they play it again, play Banishing Light. We slow them down a tiny bit, but not enough. It helps us ramp, though. What else are we looking for? I think we go for Emisizzle here. Just try to hit good things. If we have to discard lots of cards, I'm fine as long as we have a really good hand at the end. So grab red mana since we have white in hand. Emisizzle. I think we're looking for things like Casualties of War, so let's go Thought Erasure here. Deafening Clarion. Alright, I mean, Vraska's kind of nice. We get to kill Teferi. Discard 4 cards. Alright, so let's go down. Let's see, we'll have 6 mana, so we can get to... So Temple Garden, probably Emisizzle. Hopefully we can find another one. I'm sure this one's gonna die, but this is what we can do. Lose. Oh man, Deafening Clarion's dead. Growth Spiral. We want the 6 mana in case we find Casualties of War. Casualties of War is our best possible draw here, and kind of bummed we didn't find it there. But Niv isn't going to get hit by Banishing Light. They probably just draw a bunch of cards with Karuga. Go for a big swing next turn. Honestly, this deck may also want to be playing some Fires of Invention, because being able to play 2 big things a turn is not a bad idea.
Meditate and prepare.
We could also Teferi, bounce the Banishing Light, get another redraw. We can do that another turn. All right. Elspeth Conquers Death. That is better. I feel like Karuga is a pretty good draw here to play here. Yeah. I mean, even if they do have like the Cavaliers and that kind of stuff, I'd rather just go for the draw. Yeah, 5 mana, 5/4 that draws you 4 when it comes out. That's a really good card, and it's a free card as well. Man, yeah, that's such an insanely powerful companion. Yorion is good, but I don't think it's nearly Karuga good for this deck. Especially because the downside of it is pretty big, where Karuga's downside, especially while we have Throne of Eldraine cards and everything, it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so how do we actually come out of this alive? Alright, we can make him sacrifice a Planeswalker, they just get it back. We can make him sacrifice this, they just get it back. Thought Erasure might be the best play, just to kind of slow them down a bit. Hopefully they don't have as good of things. They get to draw a card still. Vraska, only 3 or less, so we don't get to kill Fire Subvention. We could Tameo dig for Casualties of War. That's probably like the best play. I feel like Casualties of War is our best possible shot of staying in this game at all. So Casualties. Like if we get it multiple, that'd be great. Yeah. And then I guess we Thought Erasure. If they have 2 of everything, it doesn't matter. Oh, only 1 Cavalier. Okay. Take the Cavalier. Land. Yeah, we want action. Land to the graveyard. We can hit more lands along the way. Now they can't even kill Tameo here. I mean, I guess they have Banishing Light still. They just get back Cavalier with the Elsewhere Conqueror's Death too, though.
I'll protect you.
We may just need to reset that with Teferi. I don't feel like we have very good interaction with this deck at the moment. Everything costs more now. Like, everything costs more. Down to 1. Not playing Banishing Light. I mean, they attacked in, so why play it? We could play Yorion and reset Tameo. Alright, so let's take up for Casualties of War again. Actually, wait, what do we have in the graveyard?
To the library.
I forgot to look here if we have anything we want. I guess not. Yeah, Casualties of War again. Don't hit it. A lot of lands. Artress can help us try to find it. We can also... Like, you think we can also Thought Erasure, but we cannot. So Yorion, bounce Tameo, get a reset so they can't kill it easily. They Banishing Light here. They bounce and Banishing Light, swing at face. They get Cavalier as well. Wish I could get rid of their graveyard. I think this is the best play.
I question this outcome.
Oh, I forget that it doesn't get ticked up before 5 loyalty. Yep. They get to draw a ton of cards. All of these lands are completely dead for them, except maybe the Steam Pins, but... Yeah. Oh, man. I think this one... I'm not even sure if it's worth sticking around for. Even if we find Casualties of War now, they have extras of everything. So I'm going to go ahead and concede this one. There's not a way that we're actually coming back here. All right, so we're up against Keel, and this is a good hand because we have lots of 2-drops that we can actually play, and Deafening Clarion. So lots of good interaction. All right, so we need to make sure we have the right colors down. So white mana and black mana here. And then Zagoth, either one on the next turn will get us to these ones soon. All right, to the Street Dodger. All right, lots of tap lands. But Deafening Clarion should be fast enough here for us. Swings in, probably light up the stage. Digging for lands? No lands. Alright, yeah, opponent just gives it up. Alright, we'll take it. Sakukyu. Bring it on, Sakukyu. We have Deafening Clarion. I mean, I'm going to keep it on the power of that. There's not a companion to know what they're playing, so mono red is a decent possibility. Go for triomes. Yeah, so it is mono red. So Death and Clarion feels who and Oath of Kaya. Okay, now we can Oath of Kaya turn 2, hit like hopefully a Steamkin. Robber the Rich as well. All right, steal our stuff. We have 80 cards. We have plenty to spare. That's fine. Ooh, Uro. Getting some ramp could be pretty nice here. Oath of Kaya into Yorion. All right, so let's do this. Let's go Oath of Kaya. We're probably definitely clearing on the next turn. Back up to 19. Sorry, not on turn. We'll probably Yorion on turn 5. So Death and Clarion, yeah, and then Yorion kill things. All right, I don't think it really matters at this point which ones we play. Okay, they get 2 1/1s. Is annoying. We found like the perfect mono red hand, and we're playing up against them. I mean, we could just draw nothing from here on out, and that's a little bit of an issue. Tamio can help us find Deafening Clarion number 2. Robber the Rich comes back. You have to play something else to be able to hit cards. Okay, we do. Only hit lands. Nice. So Yorion, Blink Oath of Kaya here seems pretty good. Have a big blocker, and then we can Tamio, grab Deafening Clarion with protection. Let's do that. All right, so Yorion, we shock ourselves, which is a little bit of an issue, but bounce Oath of Kaya. Have a 4/5 to block with. Kill Robber. Go back up to 14. We get to gain 3 here. Tamio can also fill the graveyard on the later turns for Peru. Let's see, we have 6 mana. We could block 2 things. All right, Embercleave probably. Okay, block Scorch Bitter. Yeah, so we could Uro, gain 3, draw a card, and then if it's Deafening Clarion, sweet. If not, we have Teferi. What? Okay, why would you put it there? I mean, okay, that's fine. We still kill the Scorch Bitter. They do have Embercleave on the battlefield, which we can bounce. Actually, yeah, so Teferi bounce seems really good here now. Oh, okay. All right, I see what you did there. All right, we do need to have white mana for both of these. So, shock. These have red mana, right? Yeah. All right, so Teferi. We did shock ourselves, but I think that's fine. Bounce Embercleave. With Teferi, they're gonna have a really hard time playing it again, especially when they don't have creatures. Yeah, it's gonna make it hard. Oh, I feel bad because I've been that guy on that side of this. It's not fun. Not at all. All right, tick up. Emisizzle seems pretty good, but I think we need to start actually gaining life here. Uro. Yep, gain some life. Yeah, there we go. And we could even play it again pretty soon. Like, I'm not sure if it's better to tick up Tamio there to try to get the quicker Uro or to go digging for the Deafening Clarion. Up against Jonesov, and I mean, we have a lot of early game plays if we hit land. And we're gonna be kind of getting rid of a land along the way. So I'm gonna keep it. Yeah. I mean, we still need 3 colors for everything. So, I mean, our deck is pretty full of land. Up against Lurrus. Alright, so we have land mana for Thought Erasure and a turn 4 Deafening Clarion. Hopefully that's enough. Hopefully we can get rid of Lurrus as well. Alright, more card draw. I'll take it. Ooh, and we get Ingress Rampage next turn. Alright, an untapped land would be pretty nice here. Swing in, down to 15. What do they play? Footlight Fiend? Okay, that's fine. Okay, get rid of Casualties of War. It's just too expensive for the moment. We do want to be able to kill Lurrus as well. We don't have Deafening Clarion at the moment. Alright, so... I mean, we get it next turn with Fabled Passage. So, Uro is probably the best play here. Hope they go for Lurrus so they can get Kroxa back. Gain some life. Play Fabled Passage out. Pass the turn. Get an extra card draw. We want more land, so I'm going to letting it draw first. We only have, I think, one of every color here. We do take a lot from these guys just dying as well. That's not great. Okay, grab some white mana. Down to 13. Another Scorpion. Yep. Witch's Oven. Alright, we have Oath of Kaya to kill Lurrus, and they'll probably have to play it after this, so Deafening Clarion. The issue is that they'll also get probably Kroxa. Yeah. So Stormcast Crusader, we take 5. Down to 8. None of these are instant speed. We could Thought Erasure. I'm not sure how helpful it is against Lurrus. I don't want to shock ourselves, so we'll wait another turn. Down to 8. Down to 8. Plays out Kroxa. Okay. Sacks it. Let's get rid of... I feel like they're going to be empty-handed pretty soon, so Thought Erasure may not be worthwhile. Ingress Rampage seems pretty good. Extra card draw seems pretty good. Golos... I mean, if we get to use his ability soon, which we do, that could be nice. So let's drop the Thought Erasure. We get to also kill the Witch's Oven here. I don't know why they didn't use Witch's Oven. They have a cat? Very weird. Let's go for Golos. Go for Golos? Go for Golos? Uh-huh. Yep, grab whatever Triumph. I don't think it really matters because we have all of them at this point. We already have that one. I do not. Haha. And it's a decent blocker. Pass the turn. So Lurrus, Kroxa, or they can bring back things that deal damage. We just want to be able to kill Lurrus once it comes out. That's the main plan. And if we can Oath of Kaya, kill Lurrus to Fairy, maybe bounce our Oath of Kaya. And then do we have enough mana for... we have an untapped one. We also get Ingress Rampage to kill whatever they play. Alright, this is fine. Discard... Probably Atris here. I like the other, because we can Ingress Rampage, kill Kroxa. We can also bounce it, but I don't want them to have another trigger. And we have some card draw in other forms. I mean, we just have Golos's ability here, which is sweet. Double to Fairy. All right, Ingress Rampage. So they probably just use Witch's Oven here. That's fine. Do we have enough for Uro? Oh, we tapped all of our green mana. Gosh dang it. Do we not have black and other sort? Oh, we don't have a lot of black mana. We may want more black mana. Let's go to Fairy, bounce Witch's Oven. Calm down a little bit. I mean, not really. They can still Luris. We can also attack in, play Yorion, bring it back, have another. We can actually go find some black mana. We have 2 blockers then. Have a little bit more threat on board. And they exile all the graveyard, so Luris doesn't do a ton. Take action. Okay, black mana this time. There we go. A Niv-Mizzet would be pretty nice around now. Just kind of refill our hand. Uro coming out will be nice. I don't see how they can actually just kill us. Priest of Forgotten Gods. A little bit annoying. I also kind of just want to go for this Golos play. Alright, so if we play Oath of Kaya, they just sacrifice to Witch's Oven. And we don't gain the life. That might be fine with us, though. So Oath of Kaya. Hit Priest. Yep, they sack. Let's go for Uro now. Yeah, up to 11, draw an extra card. We can Teferi, bounce Oath of Kaya, hit something, and then Teferi again. We can also still use Golos's ability. I'm just kind of waiting on it. Swing. Swing. We do need to start getting damage dealt. So yeah, swing, swing. From the tail side of my heart. We can also return Casualties of War. I mean, we could also maybe hit Casualties of War off of this Golos. Gain some life, that's fine. Dude, this deck is very, very resilient, and I hate that about it. Luris, bring back Priest of Forgotten Gods. They gotta use this Luris at some point, right? How much mana do we have? All right, so first let's attack in with. Let's see, they can double block and then deal damage. I guess, yeah. They don't have nearly enough. All right, so swinging with everything, draw a card. I guess then just tap. Takes it all. All right, we actually might get him with Oath of Kaya here. Yeah, so Oath of Kaya. Then gain some life, yeah. Doesn't actually matter. They can gain some more life, so they get to go up to 8. We can do 6 this turn. We'll just kill the serrated scorpion. Yep, that's fine. Okay, I think that we still have the right colors for this. White, black, yeah.
I know my responsibility.
Let's just bounce. We could bounce Yorion and get a bunch of triggers again. We'll bounce Othokaya, probably just send it face this time so we don't have to deal with it.
I've got it.
Okay, down to 4, up to 15, past the turn. Probably should have sent the other one face as well. I just didn't want them to be able to have targets for Priest of Forgotten Gods, which wouldn't have been hasty anyway. Okay, plays Luris, plays Croxa, I'm assuming. Priest, okay, Priest is fine. They're gonna have to block our stuff anyway. It's a good blocker. Alright, let's use Golos' ability this time. Yep, that's a thing we can do. Oh, a Niv-Mizzet. Okay, yeah, we'll go for Niv-Mizzet. I guess I should have thought erasure to keep some stuff on top. Deafening Clarion, yeah, that's gonna be good. Okay. Yeah, Deafening Clarion. Actually, yeah, Deafening Clarion. Killers, Priest of Forgotten Gods. They get to deal 1. It's actually not worthwhile to sack the Cauldron Familiar here. It's better to sack something else because they already have food to bring it back. Although they do need to gain life. But, I mean, they're also dead here, so...
It's only a matter of time.
Good game. Alright, yeah, there we go. Oh, man. This deck is pretty sweet, man. The hardest part is just keeping, like... making sure you have a good hand in the opening hand. But it's actually happening pretty consistently. I've been really impressed. All right, let's go again. One last game here. We'll go for number 6. But right now we are 4-1 with the deck. So, I mean, that feels pretty solid. And we are up against that guy, MQ Zuba. Not going to try the name on that one. Let's see, we don't actually have mana for Deafening Clarion or Anger's Rampage. We have mana for Teferi, potentially, Uro, if we hit land. We're on the play. I mean, Uro is pretty nice. Teferi can be nice. I'm going to keep it, just trust in the heart of the cards that we're going to hit lands. Like, a Triumph for turn 2 would be pretty nice here. They mulligan down to 6. Alright, we got a Triumph. Sweet. Black and white mana, that helps us with Deafening Clarion. So now we need to find red mana, I think. We don't get to play Oath of Kaya. Yeah, pass the turn. That lets us play Deafening Clarion and Ingress Rampage, but I'm not sure those are actually worthwhile right now. We do get to play Teferi still, and Uro, though. Oh, gosh. Alright, well... they're just going crazy. This is probably a really hard matchup for us. I think we still grab all of the colors so that we have them. We'll just Teferi bounce, probably, this turn. We'll probably counterspell. just play Uro. I mean, not letting them cast stuff at instant speed is really nice. Alright, they do have Mystical Dispute. I was kind of hoping they wouldn't have the counterspell. They only had 4 cards in hand. There was a small chance. But now things are kind of... They're looking pretty dim for us, guys. Oh. Vraska can't even kill the Wilderness Reclamation. I think that's one of the biggest issues with Vraska nowadays, is that, like, she would be good, but it has to be able to kill things 4 or less. Otherwise, it's just kind of dead against most things nowadays. Getting to our own Uro could be nice. They're getting things into the graveyard so they can get theirs. I feel like holding out to neutralize might have been pretty good, though. I mean, I feel like I'd rather use that than cycle it at this point of the game. That's just me. Maybe they have like 2 more, which would be great. Yay! Tyrant Scorn is kind of nice. It does kill the sharks. Expansion Explosion here for 3. Draw 3. They did it before the end step. Oh goodness, they did it before the end step. Oh man, that feels so terrible when it happens to you. I wish this killed enchantments as well. We could play Vraska for like almost no value. Like it does basically nothing. But I think holding up the Tyrant Scorn is probably better. I mean, if we get it to its ultimate, that could help us win a game. So I mean, I guess there's no value of playing this. We could also get a counterspell out of the deck. Sweet, yeah, I'm definitely fine getting a counterspell for that. Vraska almost does nothing. I mean, like, if we have lots of things, we can draw cards and do things, but like, we're not going to sacrifice lands at this point. We need our lands. I mean, maybe we can get us closer to Uro, but that's not very good. A Wilderness Wreck. They waited till the end step this time. Good job, sir. Alright, so I forgot that they hadn't untapped yet. So they have Expansion X10. Probably get to hold up some counter spells or something. Not holding up Mystical Dispute. We only have 1 mana up. It could be Mystical Dispute. Alright, X10. Down to 13. I mean, if they get to do it again next turn, more lands, we're probably dead. I mean, Casualties of War would be good if we had lands. We could Yorion for a blocker. We can Othokai just to get a little bit further away from... I mean, what else do we hit? So I guess we Othokai, go face. We have Tyrant Scorn for a big shark. This means that they're another couple turns away from... So if they have Wilderness Reclamations, we're dead. They have 2 here, we're definitely dead. Shark Typhoon, which plays it out. Yeah, that's good. Seriously, all of the Deafening Clarions? Sure, why not? We could Yorion, go back up to 19. Tyrant Scorn is good, but whatever. Okay, so play Yorion here. Yeah, that's what I figured. That's a 3/3 for 1 mana. Ugh. And counterspell. So good. Alright, this game is over. I don't think it's worthwhile to be sticking through this one. We drew 3 Deafening Clarions, or we could have drawn literally anything else to be useful. I mean, I guess we can hit 3/3s. So, whoa. Just kidding. We got useful stuff here. Expansion Explosion, next 13 now. I think it's 14 if they play all their mana. And then they create a 14. Actually, it'll be like a 20/20 shark. Right, 18/18. Yeah, okay, they got it. Good on yes, sir. Alright, Wilderness Reclamation we don't have the greatest cards for. And so that's a difficult matchup for sure. Honestly, Wilderness Reclamation I think is just good because it's a good against the most powerful decks except for mono red. And I guess I can still do okay against mono red. I don't feel like it's a really good win condition though. Storm's Wrath, if they have it, it's good. But yeah, anyway. So overall, this is the deck. I think Yorion is just a super fun card. I think that having 20 extra cards in hand in the deck didn't feel like it changed my math a ton at all. You still just try to have good top decks. I mean, the biggest thing is that you have more lands that you can end up running into, like flooding out with. And you also have more things to not be lands, and so you could also get mana screwed. But like, that happens in normal standard anyway, so I don't really know why 20 cards extra changes the math a ton, especially when you get to play so many good things in the deck. So anyway, I think that the Yorion is really good. I'd love to hear your comments down below what you guys think. Leave it down below, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.